3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cheese and crackers and milk with mayonnaise. This, folks, is the Out of the Berg podcast. You heard it first here, the Out of the Berg podcast. I'm here with, who is right here? Peter Bread, a.k.a. Peter Armfa. Yes, the one and only Peter, okay? Not the animal crap. This is real Peter, okay? Then we have our boy down here, Christopher Kelly. Yes, Christopher Kelly, a.k.a. C-Block, a.k.a. The Warden. You understand what I'm saying? And it's your boy here. Yes, it's me, Jerry, your host, but not a host. Yet I look like a host with a bad lisp. Yes. Okay. Who is ready? Buckle up. And if you're already buckled up in your seat in your car, unbuckle that crap. Get ready. We getting crazy here. Oh, yeah. So, ready for the Out of the Burger podcast. Listen in and listen loud. Bust that joint, cuz.
Hey, yo, bro. You sound like the short Italian mob boss. you know the short Italian mob boss?
Oh, like, she. Oh, no, that's the Chicago.
But yeah, that was great. That was great.
I told you I've been practicing that, man. I like next to my mom.
Oh man,
what's up with y'all?
We've been cooling, man. It's been an interesting week for me. I think I told you guys off there that I'm reevaluating a lot of things in my life.
Yeah, bro, I'm right there with you. I had a long week. I'm also reevaluating my life.
Damn, like long as in like a 14-day week, bro.
And me not being a very social person, like y'all know that, like this is the most social thing I usually do every week. Just concentrate on one thing, and it's cool because like I like y'all. But it's like, not to say I don't like my coworkers and stuff, but it's just like I have a limit of social activity I can do. I was in a 4-hour meeting where I had to speak continuously. Not say I was speaking for 4 hours, but they were talking to me and I had to talk back. So I was like, I'm tired.
Hey, y'all got me for like an hour and a half. Make these quick.
Yeah, Chris.
And it wasn't it wasn't nobody's fault because like they had to tell me all that stuff, but it's just like I got a social media and they got burnt out real quick. For the rest of the week, I was done. I mean, I had other meetings that were pretty long, not quite as long as that, but still pretty long. And then usually I might have like 2 or 3 hour tops, which is like whatever. But nah.
True introvert right here.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Chris. I had a similar meeting, but it was about return to work. I don't want to get into the intricate details because obviously, but a lot of people are not. A lot of people we've gotten accustomed to this remote work lifestyle. And telling us to go back, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Not too many people are jacking for it. Yeah, I don't have a problem going back to the office. It's just the way it's done. And right now in the climate we're in,
very sloppy.
It's the economic climate with gas prices and the metro. No, the metro comes every 25 minutes now.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes, it's not every 5 to 10 minutes. It's still every 25 minutes.
Oh, that's true. But yeah.
So like now, I gotta wake up at I gotta go back. I wake up at 6 o'clock or 6:30 now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm accustomed to waking up at 8 o'clock or 8:30. Just turning on my laptop like this.
We about to spring forward too. I think that's this weekend, right?
Oh yeah, it's the 13th. Yeah, it's this 13th. Yeah, it's this Sunday.
So everybody already listened to this. Y'all already sprung forward, but
I thought never mind. I was thinking the first day of March. Never mind. Or the first day of spring. That's what, March 21st?
I think.
or 20. I think
I can never
22nd.
remember.
Because then the first day of fall is what?
Except for sometime in October, November.
I think November 22nd. I can't remember. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay, but yeah, man. G, how you been, man?
Well, speaking of meetings, I had a meeting on Sunday, what, noon? With someone at the, what's it called? Museum of Natural History. Yeah. It's pretty,
I think I know what type of meeting you're talking about.
It was cool. It was cool. I haven't been in like 10 years, but that's honestly, my favorite museum. Like I just love going to museums since I was a kid. And it was fun. It was a good time. And yeah. And then what was it, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks ago today, I went to see Annie Letterman at the DC Comic Con.
I saw that.
When
I saw that, I was like, "Who's Gerard's new white girlfriend?" I had to realize.
Hey, that did catch me at first too. I had a double look. I was just like, "Who he posted up with like that?" I was like, I'm pretty sure she's famous. And then I saw, I was like, oh,
yeah. She was like even the acts before her, the openers were pretty dope. They were from the area. The night was great. I just sat at this table with this couple that I met in line, and we were just laughing our asses off. And then so it's funny because they're saying, oh, if you're sitting up front or the preferred tickets or whatnot, you have first dibs on meeting Annie and the merch or whatnot. Dog, I was sitting all the way in the back. It's a weird setup. But I was sitting in the back, and then I get outside first, and I lock eyes with her. She's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey," and I'm looking at the merch, and it's I'll show it to y'all later, but it's a picture of, it's like an illustration of her looking at herself in a mirror, but she sees herself as Danny DeVito. And then she signed it for me, and I was like, "This is dope." And then I got the picture, and she asked me if I listened to her podcast. I was like, "Hell yeah!" We were just talking a little bit, and then yeah.
She was cool though.
Yeah, she was really cool. Yeah, she was shorter in person, but also cuter in person too. So there's that.
Yeah, I was honestly shook when I saw when I realized who it was, and I realized her height.
Yeah,
I was like, huh, she is small.
Yeah,
I feel like that happens every time you see a celebrity though. You be like,
yeah,
they're probably not that big in person. Though you see them next to somebody, just wow,
yeah,
they are not, the same size I thought they were at all.
But because she's always sitting down on the podcast, but you never really see her standing up unless you're watching some of her stand up or whatnot. But yeah, it was cool. It was definitely worth it. I spent a lot of money that night on parking, the merch, 2 drink minimum. It was a lot, but was it worth it? Hell yeah.
That reminds me when I went to see J. Cole a couple months back. Parking in DC's.
Nah.
Yeah. No, I will say that's the one thing. Well, that both of those things are things that discourage me, but mostly the thing for Gerard, because the one time I definitely was going to go with you to that.
To watch a Akash.
That comedy show. Yeah. But I forget, something came up and I couldn't go. But the only deterrent other than the parking that deters me from it, actually just going by myself one day, is the drink limit, because I don't drink.
Yeah.
What do they do for people who don't drink?
So they have I think it's water, or at least juice or something like that, and then you can even buy snacks too. It's not a 2 drink minimum; it's a 2 item minimum. And if you don't buy let's say I just got a cider, and that was it. I didn't feel like eating anything because it was just bar food, and it'd be really heavy, and I'm not trying to fall asleep during this joint. I took a caffeine tablet. I'm staying awake. And so,
Watching the macro.
This whole show.
and so, I was just like, yeah, I just, I think they said, oh, you know, if you don't buy a second item, we'll just charge you. I think it was like it was a Coke, and that was like $4. And so I was like, I mean, all right, that's fine. I don't really need anything.
They're just overcharging you for it.
Yeah. I mean, like, also, like, drinks at a comedy club helps a lot. Not a lot, but, like, it helps when you're, like, loose and you're able to, like, laugh at stuff. I get why they do it, but it's just like, yeah.
I don't drink, so I'm not going to be pressured by nobody.
Yeah.
Gotta do nothing.
Yeah.
I will fight.
Yeah. And that's why it's a two item minimum now, so that, like, people don't have to drink. You know, you just eat something more. You could just get like a Coke or orange juice or something like that. Yeah. But it was like, what's his name? Is there what's today? The 11/10. What's his name is there? Damon Wayans.
Okay.
Yeah. And I thought about going to, but I was like, nah, I was gonna be burnt out. Especially because trying to find parking, like I parked down at Ritz-Carlton down the street. I didn't realize the Ritz-Carlton. I just say, oh, it says Colonial Parking. Park here. And then I come up to the lobby of the hotel. I'm like, hey, yo, like, first off, this this elevator has wood in it. It's like a nice, like, engraved woodwork here. Oh, it's supposed to be fancy. And then I get out to, like, the lobby, and I'm just like, oh, wow. Oh, so these people got money. Huh. How fun. But the craziest part was I'm walking, right? It says, oh, it's like 8 minutes away. Then it says 15 minutes away. And it says 17 minutes away. And then by 20 minutes, I'm like, what the hell? So then I look, and I'm going in the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
Because my GPS wasn't what's it, like, the compass in it was off.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't recalibrated it yet. So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, it's just being slow, just slow connection. No, I was going in the wrong direction. So, like, and I got there early too. So, like, by the time I got there, like, I got there just in time.
Okay.
But man, and I'm in boots too. So, like, I'm walking for a smooth, like probably 30 minutes, like 40 minutes total.
When you said Damon Wayans, you just remind. Anytime I think of Damon Wayans, I think of what's that movie that Germ loves so much?
Oh,
Major Pain.
Major Pain, yeah.
Yeah, I just think of that.
One tubby.
That used to be one of my favorite movies, especially the Lula May's baby boy. That that was the joke at our house for the love.
You know, if toxic masculinity was like if it was a face, Major Pain would be. You keep babying him and putting titty. I'm like, Lord, it's a little kid, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
telling about you read him a story and you tell him about your war, where you cut off somebody's leg and what?
A true legend.
Right, and then when he gonna help him with the monster, he gonna walk up to his room, say he gonna exterminate him with extreme prejudice, takes out his pistol and pops 3 rounds into the closet. He said if he ain't dead, he ain't happy. What? You popping 3 rounds in the closet? Just if he ain't dead, he ain't happy.
Oh, that could never fly today.
Not he. That was a different time. That was the 90s and living color. Yeah, it's different times.
Yeah.
Then Deuce Bigelow made a appearance in there too.
Yeah.
You know, the wrestler.
Yeah.
The big bald guy.
Yeah.
he kicked in the face.
Yeah. But he sounds like a big bozo. But
Speaking of Bozo, Peter, you seem to have the Bozo or Bozos of the week. Present your case.
Thank you, Geronimo. You can't make this up, people. We just have idiots that live amongst us. There's one it's a special one I'm gonna say last, but the first one, come up to the front of the congregation, Calvin Riddley. This man took half of the season off saying mental health issues. And we're a podcast. We've heard, mental health is something we take seriously. As a podcast, as human beings. And that's cool. But I am very you guys can also, Chris, and Gerard, you can't bet on your team or against your team. You can't bet, period, as an athlete, right?
Right.
It's in the bylaws, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's in your contract, right?
Yep.
They find out that he bet, right? Found you were betting, or whatever. The reason why I'm giving you Bozo of the week, because your dumbass said, man, I don't have a betting addiction. I only put $1,500,000 on the Falcons.
And then
are you stupid?
I saw his tweet said, "Anybody know me, know my character." We're like, yo, what that even supposed to mean at this point, though?
Yo.
That doesn't, I think he said that to be like, well, I don't have a gambling. It's like, oh, I don't have a gambling problem. It's not a scandal. It's just 50. Nigga, if you had won that bet, you would have only got like $10,000. Now, because of $1,500,000, you're going to lose $11 million next season. Was it worth it, Calvin Riddley? Was it worth it? What is up with the...
This is the first time
Alabama education is what it is.
What is it with these new day age athletes and we take mental health seriously here, but stop. Ben Simmons too. Mental health. It doesn't excuse your foolish behavior. But just when I thought Calvin Ridley.
That's actually the first time I've heard that story about. I've only seen memes, so I didn't get the context. But just hearing it, I was like, "Hey, yo, what?"
a true idiot, Gerard. But just when you thought it couldn't get worse, the day when I wake up in the morning, and Chris will put the video after. We'll put the video in here. Jussie Smollet.
Oh, Jussie Smollet.
Yeah, he alleged. Well, he was guilty. They found him guilty, and he was attending sentencing. And while he was there, he kept saying, "I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal." Then towards him leaving, he says, "I am not suicidal. I'm innocent. I could have said I was guilty a long time ago.
I am not suicidal.
Stop laughing about black.
I am not suicidal, and I am innocent. I could have said that I was guilty a long time ago."
Jussie Smollett, are you what? Why would you say I was guilty if I was guilty? What? I couldn't comprehend. If you want to say I'm innocent, cool. I could have said I was guilty a long time ago. Nigga, you guilty. What was the point of saying he was innocent? And then follow up with saying I could have said I was. What?
I feel like he's you say some irrational shit when you feel like you're pushing a corner and you don't really see any way out, and you just say the first thing comes to mind because at this point you're just I don't even care anymore. Exhibit A.
Listen, I don't know what it is with you, but I'll be very petty now. You light-skinned niggas, you got to kick him out, man. It's making y'all look bad, man.
Maybe he's trying to plead insanity at that point because I saw the video. Maybe there's more to it than from what I've seen. But bro was looking crazy, man.
Yeah, and it's the stigma. It's the calling yourself the gay Tupac. Now this, it's what like Chris Rock said, you're just a waste. you're a waste, and I'll play that video as well in here. You're just a waste, bro. Waste of time, waste of energy, and your career is done. And Calvin Ridley, your career isn't done, but boy, how does it look to tell your kids, you know what, I bet $1,500,000 and I lost $11 million.
What a waste of light skin, you know?
And now with the sound effects, yes. And Chris Mixer was like a double, like yeah, because
I got you.
Y'all make it too easy for me, man. You know what I'm saying? And then people be like, oh man, you hate light skin. I don't hate it. You're making it easy for me. So you give me some layup. Yo, it's like, what were you trying to do? Like, be the Martin Luther King? I'm innocent. Like, what? Huh?
It's these like new wave like activists trying to like it's just cosplay, man. They're just trying to play. They're trying to play activists. That's it.
Yeah, man. We'll move on from So they got their bozos the week, but let's move on to these topics. You know what? Let's start with the football first. The Washington football team got Carson Wentz. We are quiet. That's because Gerard's face. That was my face when I heard the damn trade. We traded for Carson Wentz.
Wait, what did y'all trade?
I think we gave up a couple picks.
Like two second round picks or something like that.
Second round picks.
Second round picks?
Yeah.
For Carson Wentz.
That's how you know the Colts wanted them gone. And that's why I'm scared.
And Russell Wilson was I talked to Jeremy about this. He was happy. Russell Wilson was traded to the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts on these two moves before I give mine?
I saw that Broncos one, and that one was crazy. They gave up a lot for him. They gave up a lot for him. They must be thinking that they're going to get to the Super Bowl in the next year or so, because they gave up a lot.
They're trying to win now.
I don't remember everything, but I just remember looking at that list. I was like, yo, that's nutty. They gave up everything.
What did they? What did they give? I don't remember.
I think it was like, was it? I know it was at least. Was it 1 or 2 first round picks?
Yeah, 1 or 2 first round. It was a lot of picks.
It was 1 or 2. It was 1 or 2 first round picks. I think it was a second round pick, and then I think they gave up was it 3 players?
Oh, let me see.
You pulling it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up and find it. I can't find it.
Sounds like the Lakers.
You just keep going. I'll find it.
Yeah, but anyway, whatever the trade was, it was just like, because I don't get me wrong, I feel like Russell Wilson is worth a good deal to give up. Oh, go ahead.
The Broncos have agreed to trade Drew Luck, tight end Noah, 2 first round picks.
2 first round picks.
2 second round picks.
Oh, 2 second round picks.
And a 2022 fifth round selection to the Seahawks for Wilson. I didn't even know it was that many picks and that many fucking players.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Jerm was happy about it, but he kind of was saying he wasn't too sure. Oh, this is a lot.
Because that's like the ultimate gamble. So now you have to win. But like you're in a conference with Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Joey Bosa. Now, was it Khalil Mack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the Khalil Mack thing happened, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
But like, bro, like if you talking about gamble, man. Oh man. So we'll see. We'll see how this works.
Yeah, but, and I mean, like it's just like don't like I was saying though, he is a great player. He is worthy of giving up some of that.
Mm-hmm.
All of that though. I don't know about that.
if it was having like an MVP level season, like the best player in the league type season, I could sort of see that like last year, but I mean, like I like Russ, like he's one of my favorite like quarterbacks and players, but it's a lot, man. So I'm like, this gamble better pay off, man.
Yeah. I thought, now that I look at the trade, I think it's a lot. But Russell Wilson, to be fair, I think Pete Carroll held him back. Pete Carroll, I'm gonna say Pete Carroll fucked up a dynasty.
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about off the one play?
One play, because ever since that, season by season, he's broke up that team. And to me, that was why would you break up like an all time? Granted, some of them were getting older and getting hurt.
Yeah.
But, some of them aren't really as good as they used to be. But it's like, you had a dynasty in your hands. Yeah. And then, like, your best asset, you don't protect him when you draft DK Metcalf, who's, like, looking like he's going to be a generational receiver. So, I don't know what Seattle... I mean, they got a lot of picks, so let's see what they do with it. But it's ironic that they traded to the guy that obliterated... Like, sorry, Jim. Russell Wilson and the Seahawks obliterated the Broncos. So it's funny that, like, almost 10 years now that he's going to actually play for the team he obliterated in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
I feel like either fans, like, either love it, they love him, like, just because he's just, like, a great QB, or, like, they despise him for that. I don't even know how I'd feel. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know Bronco fans like that.
I mean, I feel like if he was a more like in your face type of guy, then they probably feel some type of way about it. But he's kind of like, nice, like he's nice dude. He's low key. You don't really hear about him unless like the season's going on or like somebody see him with his wife or something.
Yeah.
So I mean, like if it was somebody kind of like if it was a Richard Sherman, they probably hate that. He's in your face. He talk about why you suck or whatever.
Like San Fran.
Crabtree.
Yeah.
Don't you ever talk about me like that again.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a classic. Classic. Yeah, Russell Wilson, he's the good guy. He's also from Richmond, Virginia. But yeah, he says like even when they did beat them in that Super Bowl, I don't really accredit that to him.
No,
that was a team like that was honestly their defense.
That's like the whole thing with QBs. Like, especially if you're below average QB, you'll never get that recognition. But like Russ was pretty good. I'm not mad at him for after the wild card round into
when they beat us.
Yeah.
And RG3 almost beat the potential defending.
Yeah. I was just like, so I despised him for years, but then I grew to love him.
I had to say, like, I used to like hate because him and RG3 were like competing for the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. Wait.
They were competing. Yeah, it was him. It was actually a 3-way.
Oh yeah.
It was a 3-race. And it was when we went on that run.
Yeah,
that literally gave RG3 because a lot of people were still thinking Luck, and then what's his name, Russell Wilson, because their seasons were consistent. But RG3 went on a run, which is 10 years. It's been 10 years since then, man.
That's crazy.
10 years, man. RG3, you know what RG3's doing now, man? He's broadcasting, man. Sorry, man. That shit hurts.
So many quarterbacks.
And then we trade for Carson Wimps. I'm not even going to call him Wentz. I'm calling him Wimps. When I saw that trade, I did, the Arthur meme where he puts the fist? That was me. Why do they keep...
That's what... So, like, I was working, right? And then one of the guys... were saying, oh yeah, Carson Wentz, because there's another Washington fan I work with, and he was telling them, oh yeah, Commanders traded for Carson Wentz. And I was just sitting there, just like, and then my friend was like, yo, like, are you okay? You good? Like, she was genuinely concerned.
Oh, you actually did that at work?
Yeah, I was sitting like, oh, God, why? I was just, man. But then he was telling me, oh, it's only like second round picks or whatnot. I was like, okay, that's fine. I mean, I was feeling a little bit better, but I'm like, well, we better see like 2017 Carson Wentz if that's the case. Because like, you
Do
traded.
y'all have any first round picks?
Oh, for this draft?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we do. A lot of people. There was something. It was two guys. It was Pickett and Malik. Malik Willis. Those are the two quarterbacks that were like we were scouting. Like, and I really like Malik Willis because it reminds me of the Lamar Jackson type quarterback. Kyler Murray. He really reminds me of that.
I don't like that for y'all though, because like y'all break those type of quarterbacks quick.
All right, Chris, we break.
Like he runs. He can run. Bet.
Chris,
them legs coming off. I give him 3 weeks.
You know what's funny?
We give him a pay bonus, but then we take them legs harder. You know
what's fun? You know what's funny, Chris? Like every quarterback that we've had has broke their leg or messed up their ACL.
Mm-hmm.
And even the visitors, Joe Burrow, he tore his ACL in DC. So yeah, we do have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
No, after I think after the whole was it? Oh, after Alex Smith went down, after they went like 6-3, it was like 2018. I was like, oh, bet we looking pretty nice. And then he went down, and
then Colt McCoy, but Colt McCoy went down right after that.
Yeah, it was just like, I think since then there's been seven starting QBs, and that was 2018.
Chris, do you see the pain of being a Washington football? I don't even want to call them the Commanders. That's a stupid name.
No. I call them Demanders, but you got to say it with like a southern twang. You know what I'm saying? Them damn Manders, man. The Manders
never
out
say
here.
it like that because that sounds like
man.
You kind of sound like a Cowboy fan when you say it like that.
No, man. Cowboys sound like this.
Oh, we the boys, boy. We go to the Super Bowl.
But y'all went like 1 and something.
We don't care. We go to the Super Bowl, boy. Oh, yeah.
Listen, I think
the rest of the league just falls apart and they're the only ones left.
I've terrorized. You know one thing about being a Washington whatever fan, we know, except sometimes Javon because he gets too happy. We know that we're not good. We don't dwell on past achievements. We know what it is. We're a bad team. But you know what makes a Washington football fan happy? When they see these damn Cowboys get so excited and then they fail so miserably. You know what I did? You know what I did right after Dak Prescott messed up? I called Gerard. I called you. I was like, you see this mess? Honestly, that makes up for us being trash. Just seeing them suffer.
Exactly.
So, I'm very likely to be that again, but I'm not excited about Wentz at all. Not at all.
My coworker was telling me because there's some other like Washington fans, and they still call them the Redskins, so that's a whole other thing. But they're like, my kids, they look at me funny being Washington fans. Like, I promise, they used to be good. Like they used to be like real. You know what I mean? And it's like, like they were like legitimate threats in the NFC and in the NFL. Like after it's not like 20 years, man. 20 years of like just at best mediocrity. Nah, I ain't for it.
Hold on. That just sounded like a hilarious scenario, though. It's just like the parent trying to justify it to their kids, just like, not they used to be good. They used to. that's like being a. But what do you say when you're a lifelong Browns fan? Excuse the the cracking voice, or a Jaguars fan?
Oh man,
Jaguars had good season not too long ago, but still.
Yeah, they had like one like pretty good season, like where they could have gone to the Super Bowl, and that was like the one outlier out of like the last 15 years, maybe
20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Washington, we won the Super Bowl back in the 90s. We weren't even born yet, and then Dan Snyder acquired the team in '99, I think.
Yeah,
and we've only been to the playoffs like two, 3 times, like 5 times, and the best season was the RG3 year. I don't care what anybody says.
And then 6, baby, double digit.
That was the only time anybody was watching y'all. It seemed like
we were hot. I felt that's the only time I've ever felt proud to be a Washington football fan. Like I was actually proud. I wasn't saying anything negative.
Yeah,
the best game I ever watched was that Thanksgiving in 2012 when RG3 destroyed the Cowboys. It was like watching Michael Jordan or LeBron James. I was like, yo, this guy is he's the one. He's the savior.
He's the savior.
No, dog. When you watch that, I go back sometimes and just watch. It's like, what happened, man? But yeah, that's
how I felt about not really like he hadn't like really snapped the ball, but just based on his college career, sort of Dwayne Haskins. I was really like rooting for this dude. Like I was like, okay, like hopefully he could be like a pretty solid QB. Like maybe at best like above average,
Yeah.
It was garbage. He was absolute trash. And then off the field stuff was just like a whole nother like, I was like, nah, bro, he ain't it.
I remember because he played for Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
I remember.
That's why what's his name left? Joe Burrow.
Yeah. I remember when I saw him and the draft was coming up.
Yeah.
I saw his highlights. Like, oh, we got to pick him up. He looks really good. I was like, he looks good. I was like, oh, he could be the one. Like, I'm not saying he could be the savior or anything, but he could be a good.
Yeah.
And the Washington football team, they have a thing of the coach wants to do this, but management and upper wants to do this. So Jay Gruden didn't want to pick him.
Yeah.
But Snyder said, pick the guy.
Danny boy.
So they picked the guy. He came in as the number 2 quarterback. And I think who was the quarterback for that? Was it Colt McCoy?
No, it was you said what?
Who was our other quarterback at that time? Was it Alex Smith or Colt McCoy?
Neither. It was what's his name from the Vikings.
Yeah. It was
Kirk Cousins?
Nah.
No.
Case Keenum.
Case Keenum. God damn.
Those some quarterbacks, man.
Lord have mercy. Case. It was Case Keenum, and I remember he was injured, but Jay Gruden still wanted to play him, and he didn't give Haskins any reps, right? And Case Keenum couldn't go. I think in the second half of that second game.
Yeah.
And I remember I was talking to Joe and Rod. I was like, oh, we're going to throw this boy into the wolves. He's going to look like the deer in the headlights. He has no preparation. They're like, oh, no, let him go play. Let him have the experience. I'm like, dog, if you don't do no first team reps.
Yeah, no.
and they don't prepare you for this shit. It's a setup. And he was trash. I was like, yeah, it's not going to work. And then they fired Jay Gruden.
People don't realize, like, not everybody can just hop into a lineup and be like, okay, we good. Like, there's a rhythm to things. And people don't get that.
I knew, like, and everybody was like, I'm being negative. I was like, he's gonna be horrible. At first, I said it's gonna be horrible because he's coaching doesn't believe in him.
Yeah.
Once the coach left, I just saw that it's not just that he's not ready. He's not good.
He's not ready up here.
Not ready up here. Not
Like the whole, was he at a strip club or was it his girlfriend at something?
Yeah.
Like,
It's a domestic dispute or some shit.
or no, but this is like the height of the pandemic, and like,
Yeah, I remember that.
like Ron Rivera, you know, he's sick, or at the time he was sick, and it was just like, nah, bro, like you're not a leader, you're not a cat, like you're not it. Bye. And then he like we gave him like one more chance after he got benched.
Yeah,
And he pulled, and I was like, nah, get him out of here. He's gone.
yeah. So I mean, he's playing for Pittsburgh now. Shout out to him.
You mean bench riding?
Pretty much. Hopefully
Not wrong.
Russell Wilson has a great time in Denver, and hopefully Carson Wentz doesn't wet the bed like he did last year for the Colts. Oh, Carson Wentz, really? He's the best. He's the best. Well, you're not going to get a better quarterback.
I just needed a placeholder. That's all.
Yeah, but
Because
also
what's his name? Sorry. Oh no, I would say Deshaun Watson got was it dismissed? Hold on. Deshaun Watson will not face criminal charges after grand jury declines to indict.
yeah,
That for that massage stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I was gonna segue to something else, but we could get into that. But what was I gonna say? And shout out to Rodrigo, he was on here last week. We're talking about that, right? And he's like, wow, now that what's it called? I bet Washington fans are sick because they rushed to trade for Carson Wentz. Now Deshaun Watson's available. You can't get him now. I'm like, Rod, why are you doing this to me, man? Why?
That's
But
okay. His Ravens had a miserable season, so he's salty.
yeah, at least he has a his quarterback's really good. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. But I want to segue to this. You mentioned, and I like the fact you mentioned Deshaun Watson. And we'll get into that too a little bit. But the Chris Brown, have you guys heard about the Chris Brown accuser?
No.
So a couple months ago, somebody, filed a civil lawsuit against Chris Brown. And it was in January, top of the year, a $20 million civil lawsuit against Chris Brown, saying that she was drugged and raped. And recently he came out and exposed text messages and voice messages of her saying that she loved him, that she wanted him back, and why you ain't hitting me back, and you don't love me no more. She had an obsession with him. So he exposed those text messages out. But I wanted to talk about this because, and now to go to the Deshaun Watson thing, right? Where he's been granted, he's off of the criminal charges, just the civil suits. What do you feel about like the climate with like just people being able to like sue you for sexual? It's like sue these people for sexual assault. And with Chris's case, it's all lies.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that climate? Because now it's like we don't want to dismiss sexual harassment or sexual abuse towards women. We take that very seriously. But for me, once I see civil lawsuit, I question it from the top. Because if you get raped, go to the police and file criminal charges. Any thoughts?
Yeah, that's honestly, that's one of my biggest fears is like being what's the word? God, what's the word? Why am I blanking?
Lied on?
Yeah, because I think I was telling you the other day, trust is like my biggest. I don't know. It's a non-negotiable for me. Like if I ever get lied, like if I date someone, if I ever get lied to or lied on by my significant other, or like even cheating too, donezo. Not like I I don't believe in that second. When it comes to that, I don't believe in second chance bullshit because you've crossed a line that like I can't see you in the same light. So like stuff like that, when you, especially if you trust someone and you're actually being vulnerable with them, and they post something like that, no, that's like that's some scary shit, man. I'm like that honestly terrifies me because I don't give out my like I don't give out my trust like to everyone. Like for me there are like levels to this, and there are people that aren't even like at the tippity top of my trust pyramid. So like I don't hand that out lightly, and it's honestly very scary. And like I know with like the climate, like that's why you get a lot of dudes don't go up to women and try to talk to them, have a conversation, or like a compliment. Like obviously there are like creeps out there and bozos, and it's disgusting. And those dudes, like if you're a dude out there, you see that shit, call it out and call them out. But also be careful though, because people are crazy. But yeah, man, it's scary. It's scary.
Yeah, and I mean, like, because in a situation like that, it's so hard too, because it's just like you can't just dismiss something like that, like because like so many cases get swept under the rug, and it's just like there's definitely something that could have happened. So when cases like this happen, like we should always definitely take it serious.
Right.
Now, I don't know how or when, like it'll be easier to like discern when somebody's lying, if ever, in cases like this, because again, it's so hard. Because like there's even times when like sex can be quote unquote consensual, but it's not. Like because it's forced, but it's you see what I'm saying? Like it's not necessarily like I don't know how to describe it. It's just like it's consensual, but it's not consensual. If that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of like the Aziz Ansari thing.
Yes.
Like, where they both consented. I think they're also drinking too. They both consented, but he was just weird and like just didn't really get the social cues. But yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. And so and also with the trust thing, it's just like I'm like you. maybe a little more strict with my trust. But I don't take too kindly to people, like misusing my trust or trying to get over on me, lying on me in any type of way. Despite, like my quieter personality, like if that is like one of my triggers. If you lying on me or if you like try to do something behind my back, that is the quickest way to get on my hit list. So I really couldn't bang with anybody like that at all. Even if it was like an accident or something. Well, no, that's not an accident in that situation.
That's not. You can't accidentally lie on somebody.
No, in that type of situation, it's definitely not an accident. Yeah, no, I really, well, first off, I wouldn't forgive that person probably, but at least not like right then and there. Take like some self-healing and stuff like that to get through all that. And I probably even be like looking at the relationships I already have in my life, be like, are they like that too, or are they just waiting for that chance? Like
it makes you paranoid, right?
Yeah. So that seed of doubt. So That'd probably really mess me up if that were me.
Yeah. I understand, two of you, what you're saying. For me, I was a girl do that to me, I'll be shocked because I'm like, the way my personality is, I don't even move like that with no female. But even it'll be like, if y'all ever heard that from me, like, honestly, like, it'll be like, I said that's not really me. So if somebody did that, it's like, all right. And in today's climate, with everything that's going on, And this may sound a little, but I feel like when it comes to these cases, especially when it's assault or like somebody beats somebody up, anytime I see a civil suit, it's business. 90% of civil suits, you want money because of damages in a contract, damages of performance not being, like I did business law. So I know that civil suits are like business.
Right.
It's not about what you did or didn't do. It's about negligence majority of the time.
Wait, so are civil suits when it goes to a civil suit, can that be considered it's like taking a settlement?
Yes. Essentially.
Okay, then in some cases, like it could be like the defendants, or I mean the not the defendant. What it was, I can't think of the plaintiff. Thank you. It could be the plaintiff's lawyer saying, "Hey, we're probably not going to win this case. They have more firepower than we do. Why don't you just take this money and move out?" That way, they don't win because they're losing money, but you don't lose because you're at least you're getting something out of it, and you're not wasting your time in court.
Yeah, I mean,
I've heard of cases like that.
But the tricky part is you say about what you can prove and what you can't. Civil suits is not about what you can prove. It's about negligence majority of the time. So I'll give you an example, and this is how fucked up civil suits are. Say Chris Brown didn't have those text messages, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had sex. The fact that they had a sexual relationship, that's negligence on his part, because you can't prove consent and non-consent. You can't prove that. So she could say whatever the hell she wants. It's his word versus hers. So you know what they usually tell you to do before it goes to court and you spend money on court fees? They'll tell an artist or they'll tell an athlete, settle for this amount so this will go away. Because the more you drag this out, the more money you spend and the headline is going to still be there. Now, the headline is there like already and it's kind of messed you up. But do you want to keep fighting this and waste money? Or do you want to settle it and go away? So I have an issue with it when it's a sexual or like a assault thing, because it's like, I'm basically paying you for nothing. Just to go away. I'm just paying you for just to go away. It's business. It's like, and it's like so if it's negligence, right? Or negligence on my part, you can say whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't have like really concrete thing to say, like, I didn't really do this to this woman, I still have to settle out in court. It's not like it's a performance or like on a contract where it's like, oh, yeah, I messed up on this part. You can prove. This is like an actual like assault that you're trying to prove.
Right. But I mean, like in his case, like since they not dropped it, but changed it to a civil, like that could still be her side, or not her. I mean, it's several women, isn't it? It could be them, huh?
You thought Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, it could be the plaintiff's lawyers are still saying, "Hey, we're probably not going to win this. Might as well get something out of it." Because like again, we're not in that courtroom, and I think it's weird when it's like more than just like one or two people trying to take that, not plea deal, but a
settlement.
Thank you, a settlement. I'm really bad at those legal terms, but when they try to take a settlement, I always think that's weird. Where it's just like, so all y'all want a settlement? That's crazy. You know what? Nobody really want to press this.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Before I met you guys, my business law class, Naja was in it.
Mm-hmm.
Took a business law class with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but like I learned a lot from that class. It's like civil suits are not like it's not like when I see it for assault and like sexual assault, it's very tricky, man. And it's never the like when you're the guy that's going up against it, you really have to prove. That's why like the whole thing with Usher and the herpes thing, right? People are like, oh, he gave this woman herpes, right? We don't know the details of that settlement or what he agreed to settle on. He may have not even gave her herpes, but the fact that she's coming to him and hitting his lawyers up and making this a thing, his lawyers are like, yo, just pay this girl, settle this shit so it'll go away.
Mm-hmm.
So like, anytime I see... Huh?
Well, no, I was going to say, like, even that, it just, like, I understand the premise, but to someone who's not really, like, doesn't know the ins and outs of, like, law or court or whatnot, that would seem fishy. Like, it's like, oh, are you trying to silence this girl? Keep her quiet? So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why Michael Jackson had the rest of the cases after the first one, because he settled the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So
if he hadn't settled if he just went to court with the first one, all the other ones wouldn't happen. But he settled for money for the first one. That's why, the next ones kept coming. But yeah, man, it's
just gross, man.
It's just horrible, and I'm not trying to dismiss sexual assault because I'm pro female, I'm pro like woman empowerment, I'm pro like don't assault a woman. But when you go for money over like the criminal, that to me is sketchy. Or it'll always be sketchy.
And like the dude, she'll I guess like what you say, like a double standard. Because if a dude try to go to court for something like that, he'd be less likely to get that money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's
a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's we have a weird legal system, But the legal system has been bothering people. Did you hear about Black Panther Ryan Coogler getting arrested at he got, was it a welfare go? Was it welfare ghost? They mistakenly arrested him. Yeah.
You mean the director Ryan Coogler?
Yep.
Okay, I was just clarification there because
it was a black bank teller that called the police on him.
Really?
They thought he was going to rob the bank.
Well,
was he wearing something?
Was he in a ski mask?
No.
No ski mask, you promise.
It's just black?
Oh. His tattoo said, I'm going to rob you. Don't say shit.
I mean, like
it can't be more direct than that.
It's like, and the thing that bothers me is the black lady called the police on this dude. That's the thing that gets me like, wow. But I don't want to harp on this too much because I've gotten, last week we had a little messed up with me talking, but this got to stop. This got to stop, man. Not all black people are. First of all, black people don't even rob banks. Like, I'm not. Like, come on, like we rob liquor stores. Sorry, this is stereotypical.
Sorry, put out heist.
No, heist. We don't even do heist. That's
black people don't do heist. That's a fact. Look it up.
Mm-hmm.
What we do heist? Black people?
No, we don't do heist.
No, that's usually some.
That's some organized crime shit, man.
I'm not gonna say the race, but you know what you know what it is.
Shoot, we can play this game all day. I'm all for it.
Right. The people that do these wild crimes are not black. We do wild stuff in the hood.
Yeah.
So a drive by, like it's gonna be but come on, man, like it's annoying. And like you said, like you guys were saying, the system, man.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta, hit on the system and knock it down. But
once I become dictator, I will. But in the meantime.
But
you ain't favor when that new world order hits, all right?
I got you. I'll make sure you get your own Waffle House.
That's all I asked for.
Shout out to Ryan Coogler. I think the second Black Panther's coming out. I feel weird watching it.
Oh yeah.
I do wonder what path they're taking. I think
my heart's gonna break watching that shit. I ain't going with you.
Yeah, I heard they're gonna make sure he's Black Panther. I think that's
I can see that. I don't know if this is fact or just like a rumor, or just like a theory, but they thought about bringing what's his name back from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess, yeah, because like he was like more than what's his name in the movie? Like he stole the show pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Michael B. Jordan. Like if you think about like villains,
villain wise, yeah.
Another theory I heard. Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean.
No. I was just gonna say Marvel's not necessarily known for their villains, compared to DC. Yeah. But he killed it as Killmonger, and it's like he makes a good amount of sense. I don't agree with the way he's going about it, but it's like, yeah, this makes sense.
Everybody wants to parallel, say it's Martin Luther King versus Malcolm X type. I can see that, but
it's not like
not
more like apples and oranges.
Yeah, but I was gonna say the theory I heard, another theory I heard was that they're gonna have Killmonger come back as Black Panther, but like since they're doing that timeline stuff or different reality type stuff, he's gonna be one of the people that come through from a different reality, but in his reality he's like the Black Panther.
Oh, have y'all did y'all watch oh my gosh, I'm blanking. What If?
I still haven't seen What If.
Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Damn it. Cause I feel like I just gave it away, but like
no, you're good. Shamar already told us about it.
Okay.
Told us about it.
Yeah. So yeah, that episode where he took over as Black Panther was like what? And then the episode when like the finale, it's like, oh, you know he's up to something. Like, so that's the part that, because he's like super intelligent, just athletic as hell, and then just like, when that's in the wrong hands, man, that's some dangerous shit.
I heard he's doing a movie with Will Smith, the I Am sequel.
Yeah, really? I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. I don't know how to feel about that, because didn't Will Smith die in that movie?
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. That's what I thought.
He died. And that was I think that's another classic Will Smith, underrated classic Will Smith movie.
I don't know if I could watch it again, because those post-apocalyptic movies make me depressed and sad. I think I was like, when did that movie come out?
2007.
Yeah, okay. I remember like going to theater in middle school and watching it. And I just, especially with zombies and stuff like that, man, and like how he had to put down his own dog, like that was some of the saddest shit. Like that's why I can't watch Walking Dead, because just that like apocalypse and all that, it just makes me so sad and just upset and just angry.
I don't know if this counts, but have you played One of Us? The video game? It's a video game with like zombie characters in it. It's kind of
yeah. No. I've heard about it. I've played it. You walkthroughs, yeah.
I played it, and you know how you guys used to clown me about me like twitching and shit.
One of us, The Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. That's it. Yeah. That's what I was like.
Yeah. I said it.
I was really thinking for a second.
Yeah.
The last. Yeah, I can't play that. I played it to a certain, but like it was a part where like the zombie just comes out of nowhere and bites you crazy. I was like, I ain't playing this. It feels too real. Feels like someone's actually doing this shit. No.
See, I'm kind of opposite though. I get so bored when I watch zombie stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh damn. So you ready?
Like, the only zombie thing that was entertaining to me kind of was what was it? World War Z.
Oh hell no! Them boys are fast as hell.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, we all died from that.
No, dog. Zombies. Like, why do they make them like they're just like this coming at you with this?
I sound like Taz. It's a Tasmanian devil.
But it's like that. Like they just come. I don't know.
Because honestly, in my head, if something like that were to happen, like in my logical mind, I feel like they would gather all the people they could, probably go into the most cleared area of the world, and probably they'd probably like nuke wherever the heaviest zombie population is. Then they'd wait 50 years in whatever the shelter they're at.
Or like
make sure all that
out.
land is cleared off. And then they wait for that nuclear fallout to, like disperse however long it takes, like 50 years probably. And then they all go back out.
Yeah, that's just Fallout. That's the video game Fallout. Or not a zombie part, even though they're kind of zombies in the game. But yeah, that's kind of Fallout.
Yeah,
Everyone
I guess so.
Shelters. But
they're like 200 years in that shelter though, aren't they? And they nuke the whole world.
Yeah. But you're talking like I feel like that's like later stage. I'm saying like the initial like when shit just hit the fan, bro. That you talk about anxiety. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm not like prepping for like the apocalypse, but like if shit does go down, like I want to make sure I'm strapped and be like prepped.
You better be a doomsday prepper.
Not to that extent, but like
I was about to say, I seen them YouTube videos.
Oh yeah,
go crazy.
I have to send out some spots.
Chris, yeah, you learn something. You don't like you see a zombie right now. You just gonna be like, hey.
I mean, I got a vacuum cleaner right here, man. That can be Florida if you use it the right way.
You know, like I'm jumping out the window.
I just imagine.
No, but I feel like most of the time, like these guys be like freaking out. They see these zombies, but it's just like these zombies are moving slower than you walk. Unless it's like 15 of them like encircling you.
That's the hard part. It's they play the numbers game. Yeah. And like if you make like a sound or you track a bunch of them, nah, dog, because they'll just keep coming until they're dead or until they get distracted by something else. And that's like they're persistent as hell. You can't talk to them. They're like, yo, dog, let's make a deal. They're like, all right, bet. So you'll give me like 2 fingers and I'll leave you alone for 2 days. All right, bet, got you. Here you go. Peace out. See you in 2 days. No, you won't. You know, also, something like that. Like you can't reason.
Those seem like unrealistic to me. Like the zombies are only going for humans, but they'll be walking like right past like a deer or something like that. So like, how does that work? Huh?
They can't catch a deer because the deer is like.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's just like they will walk past animals for you.
Oh yeah, no. But like you gotta think about the animals though. Like a human versus an animal. How like I feel like I don't know. Because look, what kind of animal would they like eat other than like or be able to get besides like a sloth or something like that?
They getting human somehow, and we got cars.
Oh, because humans are stupid. Our brains got too big. Tell you, make me dictator, and I promise I will shrink our brains just a tad.
Shrink our what?
I'll shrink our brains just a tad, just to make sure that we don't create some like AI. We only know AIs up in here. Only AI I want is
people really want to make AI so bad, bro.
No.
It be scaring me, man. It really does. When I can't. That is something that does scare me. That those AI videos, I can't watch them. I can't. It scares me.
The only AI we need is Allen Iverson.
Thank you.
Preach. That is the only AI we need. But you know, y'all speaking of wild, crazy stuff, and the city and apocalypse and all that. That leads me. Have y'all seen the Batman yet?
No.
Sorry, that was too loud.
You haven't seen? Have you seen it, Gerard?
Oh yeah, I saw it Friday night, and this. You know what? Let me refrain from using that term for this female.
But which one?
So okay, no. So I'm in the movie, right? I'm watching it. It's great. I love it. Mind you, there are three of them. I think they're like South, like they're like either Indian or South Asian.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in the movie.
Oh no! I mean, talk about Zoe Kravitz. I mean,
Lord have mercy. Christ. Sorry.
My God. But yeah. So then three of them. One, they're like talking, kind of giggling throughout the movie, and I'm sitting there like, all right. I mean, chill out. All right, I understand. Not really, but okay. And then next thing I know, like in the third act of the movie, like where shit starts to hit the fan, bro next to me is texting. She's messaging someone. Like I'm sitting there like the screen, she had her screen like dimmed down all the way, but like it's in a movie theater and it's dark. It catches my eye.
Eyes, yeah.
Constantly like this. And I'm so mad because I didn't say anything. Because I would literally been like, hey, would you mind putting your phone away? You're distracting the movie. Distracting the movie. You know, that's route A. Route B, I just chuck her phone. Like, get the fuck out of the theater! No, that's so like, if you're gonna do that, don't come to the I hate that. I hate that so much. Because like now you're ruining experience for everyone else because you're selfish as fuck. You don't have to text them during the movie. Now, I will say there was like if the situation is like, oh, you know, like I have to make sure someone's okay or whatnot, that's different. But also leave. You don't have to sit and watch the movie. If it's that serious, please leave. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like the utmost disrespect. But other than that, the movie was fantastic.
Yeah, Chris, I advise, watch it as soon as possible. Because Chris hasn't seen it, I don't want to give away too much of the movie, but
now y'all go. Look, y'all could go ahead and go into all the details y'all want to. By the time I watch it, I'm not gonna remember it.
I'll say this.
Hold on. Spoiler alert, everyone! Spoiler alert! We are telling you now. We're giving you a 5-second head start starting now. All right, you still here? Bet. So,
okay.
Go ahead, Peter.
I was going to say that, like, watching the movie, my head started to hurt because of one character and the way he was playing games. My head was hurting. Like literally just watching the movie, to see what he was doing, my head started to like, oh.
Really?
And this is kind of messed up. I have to be politically correct. The Riddler is just like, he's different. Like I thought Joker was crazy, and Joker is crazy, and probably will prove to me he's more crazier. But the Riddler has some serious issues, man.
Well, the Joker is an anarchist. Like he just wants to see the world burn. The Riddler, like, he's trying to
it's like anti-hero, but still like no.
Not even. Oh yeah, he's trying to, it's sort of anti-hero.
Yeah.
But like not the way it's almost like Killmonger, but far worse.
Far worse.
Yeah, because he's mentally just not there. And you see it from like the very first scene he's in. And I'm just sitting there like, yo.
Bro, when he was in the jail cell talking to the Batman, I was like, this is why I don't like, this is why I stay away from certain people. I'm not going to say for political, for obvious reasons. This is why I stay away from certain people.
But that's not all there.
This is why. What type of craziness is this?
Yeah.
What type of y'all gotta stay away? Because like the hell.
Like actually, because I stopped by boy EJ, if he's listening, shout out to him. Stopped by his place, but then I ran into traffic, which is why I was late. But we I was showing some of the scenes, and like we watched the scene where, once again, spoiler alert. I mean, if you're here, you already know or you don't care. The DA gets his head blown off.
Yeah.
But mind you, like Batman is like this close up in his face,
Yeah.
And you just see this dude fly, and it's like it's just the funniest thing.
I was scared. I was scared about that scene because I don't like seeing people's heads cut off. I thought that thing was gonna cut his head off. Like yeah, like to cut his head off and his head would just fall down. I don't like gory stuff like that. So like right before it was about to block, close my eyes.
I was sitting there like this. Yeah, that scene. Yeah, but the scene where like so he gets like after he gets blown up, like because mind just like a hostage situation, trying to figure out what's going on. He comes in, solves riddles, but then the dude doesn't want to give away the fact that he's protecting the rat in the GCPD.
Yeah.
So he gets his head blown off because he doesn't answer the riddle in time. And then Batman gets knocked out, but then gets captured by the cops. So then he wakes up in a room just full of cops. Mind you, like, what the hell are all these cops doing in a room with Batman? Like, I guess to subdue him, but like, okay, like, relax. And so then, like, Gordon, like, he's like, yo, let me get like everyone back up. You know, let me talk to them one-on-one. And so they like, you can't hear them like from the other side of the glass, but they're trying to plan his escape, like trying to get Batman out. And like, he's this man just straight not going.
He was like, yeah, just punch me in the face. I'm gonna give you the key to go out the back way.
Yeah. And then like, what later his like, what's his name? It's like, yo, I thought, I was like, wait, what did he say? He was like something about holding back. He's like,
yeah, I thought you were gonna hold back. Yeah, he said, I thought you was gonna hold back.
He's like, I was.
yeah, that's what he said.
Like, no, but the funniest part, right? And like, you have like, so this man like gets to the top of the GCPD building, right?
Uh-huh.
And then like, I don't know if it's in the trailer, but like you see him like gliding.
Yeah.
So he's in like a gliding suit, right? I don't know how he did this, but it was just crazy. And then he's trying to like fly like under a bridge, like in between the bottom of a bridge and top of a truck. But this man missed it. He hit something. I think it was the bridge.
Chris, he bust his ass.
He's like,
Batman does?
He busted his ass. It was pretty bad. It was like, God damn.
Like, it reminded me of when Superman threw Batman in the Justice League, and he's sitting there like, oh God. Yeah. But
it was a very. My thing with it, it's like I've come to realize Batman villains, they're different.
Thank you.
They're different. They're not your typical Superman and Spider-Man got a couple weird characters, but they it's not too crazy. But Batman,
he has the best rogues gallery, and then Spider-Man is like a close second, but still like Batman has the best rogues gallery. Like in comics, it's not even close.
I would never live in Gotham City. And it's like these dudes have because I don't want to spoil. Towards the end, you saw another guy.
Yeah.
Oh, they set it up for number 2?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, kind of. Like, he's not promised to come in the second one, but, like, he's supposed to have another appearance in the movie, but it was a deleted scene.
And when I saw those guys talking, I was like, I have to stay away from these people. How do you live in Gotham City, man? And Batman, how do you, like, fight these type of people? Without losing your mind, I don't know, man. Gotham City, like when they was writing Batman and them characters, man, it's different. It's different.
You say, I always hear jokes like, "Oh, Batman out here beating down the mentally ill."
Yeah, they not wrong, bro.
Like it's not wrong, but like you go to City Hospital, what the hell you think I'm gonna do? Like, yeah, but that's, I mean, pretty much, like you look at his rogue gallery, and I think Batman animated series like just does it the best. Like they knock it out the park with the villains.
Yep.
And you just look at like which episode it was. I think her name was Dollface. I can't remember, but she used to be a child star, but she has like kind of like the Annie Milonakis syndrome.
Okay.
So she like looks like a straight like 6-year-old, even though she's like a grown ass woman. And it's just a whole thing where she was like holding her TV family hostage or whatnot after like being at a lot. Yeah. And so then like, I mean, he doesn't like physically beat her down, but like he captures her. It's honestly kind of sad, but like the people he deals with, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Also, but like, I feel like another reason why his Rose Gallery is so good is because like all his villains think. All his villains like actually think. They're capable of like master plans. Like we may not like physically be the most powerful or the most destructive, but we will mentally destroy you.
Dog, when I told you I had a headache from what the Riddler was doing, I was like, Batman, you better than me. I would have, you know.
Woo!
Lost my mind. I would have lost my mind. It's just too much. It's like it's too much games.
I honestly didn't know. And what I was telling EJ was that the movie is not about figuring out who the Riddler is, but why he's doing what he's doing, and what's his like game plan. And so when they caught him, I'm like, okay, what's the end game here? I don't really know what the end game is. And then like he exposes it, or no, when they find out when they're back in his apartment, I was like, hey, yo, like this dude had this story, like planned this whole thing out. I mean, with the help of social media, with his friendly followers, you know.
Yeah, my thing with the Riddler, and I'll go to Zoe Kravitz right after, but my thing with him, right, it's kind of like, and you kind of saw it with the Joker. If you watch the Joker, where it's like,
which one?
The first Joker, the Joker that came out 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I kind of saw it with the Joker, right? I think the Joker did it better, where they humanized him, but it's like it's always this story of this guy that wasn't looked at, was mistreated. He hates the politics and the corruption. But it's like he's so subdued and so hurt by because I think he was hurt by Bruce Wayne's father, right? What he did, selling the orphanage, right?
And his mom. Riddler.
Yeah, Riddler was upset about Bruce Wayne's father, doing that. And I think, what was the promise that Bruce Wayne said? It was a promise. He kept talking about a promise. You didn't.
Thomas Wayne. It was talking about it started with the R, and he was like not reformation, but like it's not reconstruction. I can't remember what it was, but the plan was just kind of like use Gotham's funds to help like build up the community. You know, like the typical.
Yeah. So like he internalized this, and it really messed him up to the point where like I have to avenge it and expose, because like in true reality, what he did, although it was fucked up the way he did it, it was kind of good because it brought out all the corruption, all the people that were messed up.
Yeah.
Shout out to Zoe Kravitz, but God, I appreciate it. Give her flowers.
My God.
Get yourself together, Peter.
And
you don't want to say we was a family show.
Sorry, listen, if the guys that watch this show, sorry, Mom, but the guys that watch this show, come on, you saw Zoe Kravitz. Come on, man.
But I'm saying never say that again.
She really killed that Catwoman role.
She killed it. She killed it. You know, but even what she was trying to do was kind of messed up too. But
you get it.
So like, it's better than what I thought it would be. I was kind of scared because I didn't know what's the guy that played Batman? What's the guy's name? He was in another movie.
Robin Pattinson. Twilight.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he could do a Batman, but I'll say this.
I mean, technically he was already one.
Yeah.
Well, they don't.
I'll be here.
But I think like as far as the Batman character, he nailed it. I don't see him as like a Bruce Wayne.
And here's the thing.
I don't really see him like that.
That's one thing I did like about this, because Bruce Wayne is not like the real, like there you got Bruce Wayne and Batman. The real identity is Batman. Bruce Wayne is the costume. It's the face he puts on every day to keep everyone from thinking he's Batman. So at this state, like one is year 2. So they're basing it off like Batman year 1. Like he's just starting out. Like you look at his get up.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like stitched. It's not polished. You know what I'm saying? Not like same with his Batmobile, not polished. His gear's not polished. It's very rugged. And so like Bruce Wayne, you know, he hasn't played that like I'm a billionaire playboy role yet. We might see it in the next one because we might like you have to put on this.
Actually, it's crazy you said that though, because you remember in what's the one where Bane came in? I can't.
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises. That's the one where he's dancing with Catwoman. And she asks, "Well, what's your costume?" Well, right now I'm currently pretending to be a Playboy millionaire or something like that. But it's just like that's his public personality. But Batman is like who he identifies as.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you look at Ben Affleck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ben Affleck to me was the reverse. I felt like he was like more better as a Bruce Wayne than he was as a Batman. That's my opinion. I felt like the perfect one was kind of like Christian Bale.
He was a really good Bruce Wayne, probably the best Bruce Wayne. I didn't like him as Batman. I did not like him as Batman.
Christian Bale?
Yeah,
I thought Christian Bale.
I didn't like the voice.
Exactly.
It's just the voice.
Yeah, Joker. Where is she?
You know, it's not like.
Yeah, it's a little forced.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think Christian Bale, if you look at like this, how he played both, I liked him a little better.
You say he's more balanced?
More balanced. I thought Ben Affleck, he fits the Bruce Wayne character more than the Batman character, if you ask me.
Well, I feel like his Batman is, I want to say it's comic book accurate, but not really. Also, he's playing an older, like, Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
He's playing just an older, like, just character. So he's already seen everything. He's done everything. Okay. So, like, especially you see in his, like, no one's actually that jacked. Like, so he's like, and obviously they're pulling inspiration from The Dark Knight Returns. Phenomenal comic. One of the greatest ever. But he's, I don't know. I see what you're saying though about the Bruce Wayne, but he at the same time he still just felt like Ben Affleck playing Bruce Wayne and Batman, not like Christian Bale. You know, like who you actually feel. I don't know. Christian Bale just felt that billionaire playboy role better. I think better than Keaton. Well, Keaton, I like Michael Keaton.
Keaton, which one was that? Which one was it? The Batman Returns.
He's Tim Burton's Batman and Batman Returns. So like,
okay,
and, yeah.
Oh, that was when they had Jim Carrey playing the Riddler.
No. That's Batman. So okay, Batman. So Batman at 89 is Tim Burton.
Oh, you're talking about the early ones,
huh?
You're talking about the early ones, right?
Yeah, This is after Adam West in the 60s.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about the one in the 80s, right?
That's the Kapow era.
89. Yeah.
Okay. And
y'all ever watch that old Batman?
Yeah. No.
like when he throws punches or kicks, it goes kapow.
Kapow. Yeah.
It's so cringy, but I love it.
But
so it's comic book accurate.
who was the Batman in the Jim Carrey one?
Val Kilmer.
Okay.
So it's Val Kilmer and Tommy Lee Jones who played Two-Face, even though it's supposed to be what's his name? Oh my God, Billy D. Williams.
Oh,
Played Lando because he played Harvey Dent in Batman and Batman Returns with Michael Keaton. But then they recast him. I'm not sure why.
What was the next Batman? Because the next Batman, who was the next Batman after that?
George Clooney.
So the George Clooney one, right? Robin was supposed to be Marlon Wayans.
No, yes, but I think that's the last because Robin was in both of them. The Val Kilmer and George Clooney. Yeah, I remember that.
I heard
that would have been.
I was like, what? Marlon Wayans is supposed to be. That would have been crazy, but
it would fit. It would fit. I could see it.
It would fit, but it's weird because it's Marlon Wayans,
and he's very like, like
if it was a black joke, a black parody Joker, I could see that because he's crazy. But
honestly, I can't see a black Joker.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I can't see it like.
No, I said black parody Joker. Like it's a parody, like not
like.
I know, but still, it's just like whenever I see the Joker, it's just like there's only one.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a real black Joker, I'd be out of the country. I wouldn't be around. Joker is like. I can't even think of another character that I could think of as like Joker. Joker's one of a kind.
I think he's the best. He's my favorite villain. And then probably after him is Darth Vader. But the Joker is he's probably. I think he's the greatest villain in comics, and he's the most iconic. He's that, and if you read the comics and just this dude is on another level, man. He scares the hell out of me.
The only one I can compare him to is because of the way it was played in the recent movie and the first original movie, Goblin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's because of how sadistic, Boy, the way he talks.
There's definitely
God.
My biggest issue with Marvel villains in and out of comic books is just especially someone like a Dr. Doom. They always beat themselves. You don't see how the hero's going to beat them. Then they do it themselves. Honestly, would you
count Thanos in that too?
Thanos didn't really care. He already got what he wanted.
Okay, fine.
After he did the snaps, he got everything he wanted already. So technically, he had already won.
Are you talking about Marvel villains in general, or just the MCU, or just Marvel movies?
Both.
You are right, because a lot of the Spider-Man villains do it to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking about that right now.
Green Goblin killed himself.
Yeah, and the octopus dude, he fucked up his own.
He sacrificed himself.
They seems like more often than not they end up killing themselves. Or at least defeating themselves.
Okay, even Jamie Foxx's joint.
Mm-hmm.
Electro.
He burned himself out, didn't he?
Yeah, he burned himself. Yeah, that's a common thing.
And it's not just the movies. It's also
even Iron Man. The first three. If you look at the first three of them, it's literally what you just said. You fuck up the.
I am the Mandarin.
Yeah. You got a good point. You made a great point.
Yeah, no. The only one that I can think of off top that doesn't actually defeat himself is what's his name? Killmonger doesn't defeat himself.
No.
And did Ultron defeat himself? I can't remember.
No, I don't think so.
What's that dude that I hated and I told you that I hated Duke in the first Avengers movie?
Oh, Loki.
Did Loki do it to himself? That's the one I'm like, because they kind of solved that one on their own a little bit.
Actually, he did. Because he literally walked up the Hulk.
Yes.
He literally walked up the Hulk.
No, that was hilarious. No, that was hilarious because like, what are you gonna do to me, you little cretin?
like a rag doll.
Mm-hmm.
He said it like
God.
But even when he did that, he almost succeeded.
Yeah.
He almost succeeded.
Yeah, he almost succeeded, but like easy way out. Oh, Hulk's right there. He's not getting away from that.
I just noticed that with like Avengers villains, just in the MCU, they always get closer and closer to victory until they like obviously then like Loki was close. What's his name was closer, I'd say. Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thanos won, but then time travel, so but yeah.
Technically now you can also say Peter, this is a spoiler for you, but it's been months.
For which movie?
Kang the Conqueror technically won.
Kang the Conqueror.
Oh, have you not seen that yet?
Kang the Conqueror.
Have you watched any of the did you watch the Loki series?
Oh, sorry. I know exactly. Like Kang technically, yeah, he did win. But I was sitting there like, I know the name and I kept blanking, but I'm like, it's Kang the Conqueror. Like, he's gonna be the next big villain. So, and like when I saw that, I was sitting there like, because man,
okay. Well, yeah. It's like you look. Yeah, these villains, MCU and one thing. Before we get into this or that, one thing I want them to do with this Batman series, because I know for what was that? What's that movie they had last year with Peacemaker and the villains?
Oh, Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad.
They like gave John Cena his own like series, a continuation of it. Mm-hmm. One thing I want to see DC do is instead of just making standby movies, have like a universe where you continue like the stories of the, what I'm saying? Like they do it with sequels, but like you don't see it.
They're gonna make a Penguin series. I know that because he
did see something about that.
Yeah, because I like when people said that was Colin Farrell, like when they heard the news, and then you saw him first in the makeup. I'm like, what? I'm like, how? But like in the movie, he killed it. Like he embodied like not like stereotypical like Batman villain, Penguin, whatnot. Mm-hmm. But he felt like Oswald Cobblepot.
I'm gonna just say this, and I usually don't say this about any other person, but Penguin, man, that thing on his face, man. What? That he looked very. I don't know how any girl goes up to him. Remember when they were in the club and the girls were coming up to. How did they come up to him? He looks very like
money.
When I mean like ugly, ugly.
But with enough money, dog. The ugliest dude is the handsomest dude in the club, man. Mm. Money. See, that won't work on us guys because girl could be like what's the joke? I can't remember what joke it was. Like an ugly girl with money. I don't know guys that
you have some guys. You know what? That's another topic for another day. I'm not
I was about to say that'd take another hour and a half.
Yeah. But, you know what? Let's move on because you just when I said Mike, it made me think of something I saw recently. Shout out to our brother Mike. Yeah, this or that. Hey guys, the this or that. So, what would you take? The Batman animated series or the Dark Knight Rises? Pick between the two. I'm picking I'm picking the Batman animated series.
I might say anime series too, just because I had it longer.
It's not even close. It's not even like a this or that. It's
Batman animated series.
Of course. Like anytime I read a Batman comic, I hear Kevin Conroy. If I see Joker in that comic, I hear Mark Hamill.
The Joker in that comic,
Mark Hamill is a great Joker.
Phenomenal.
Not
even close.
The Joker in the animated series, I remember when I was a little kid, my I don't know who bought me the action figures, but I used to always play with the Joker and the ones with the where you hit the head and it just goes extends.
Yeah,
I always beat up Joker with the Batman.
that's the he's my favorite Joker. Like, period. Like, period. I mean, the others are great, but Mark Hamill's Joker just was on another level to me.
It was his Joker that they made into like a lot of toys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I used to always see those toys.
he's iconic, man. Like, iconic.
That was during like the Hasbro toy era too.
Yeah,
Like, Hasbro everything.
They're making bank.
Toys R Us. Taking me back.
I don't know if they were exact. I don't know if the Joker toys were exactly Hasbro, but like I just remember seeing all those toys around that time. Feels like it was Hasbro.
Yeah, the day that we had toys as kids and Toys R Us is gone.
Oh,
Crazy.
what a dark era.
Yeah, but since me and Gerard are going to see these next two ones, me and Gerard are going to see Anthony Hamilton, Maxwell, and the guy that looks like Gerard, Joe.
My uncle, my future me in another alternate universe.
Yes, if Gerard had a bald head and he had the jean pants and jacket, he looked like him in the I Want to Know video.
I'm gonna do that on my wedding day. You know that, right?
If you pull up, you gonna have me in tears, my nigga. Like, but pick between these two. More and more are all the things your man won't do.
I'm gonna say more and more just because I remember feeling real I feel like I saw that music video, and if I'm not mistaken, in the beginning he was doing push-ups, and I was confused, like because it sounded like it was supposed to be sensual, but he just over here just doing push-ups. And then like it gets sensual later on in the song, but I'm still stuck on the push-ups. Just like, why was he doing push-ups in the beginning? So I'm gonna give it to him on more and more, just off the strength of the physical education right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to give it to All the Things.
Ooh.
I think when I first heard it, I first heard that in college, and so
Really,
yeah, because I was trying to get back into the R&B game because it's been a while, and I listened to it, but it's like early college, and I related to the song, kind of not really, and it was yeah, I don't know, I just like. I don't know explain it.
okay. I mean, this one's.
It's more of an off the air thing. Not really. I mean, I feel like I've told y'all before, but I'll tell y'all.
Oh, that I think I know what you're.
I don't think you do.
Okay, we'll talk. Yeah.
I don't know. I just prefer the song.
Okay. All the things, I don't know what to pick. See, All the Things Your Man Won't Do is probably the bigger one. Because prior to I Want to Know, that was probably his biggest song. But there's something about that song more and more. Anytime I play that song, I probably have to go more and more. Yeah, but more and more. I'm picking more and more. And I feel you more. Yeah, more. I can hear you say no. Yeah, more and more. Yeah, more and more.
I can see it.
More and more. I have to pick more and more. Like All the Things Your Man Won't Do. That's a classic romantic song, and it is kind of sensual too. But more and more, man. Yeah, more and more. I gotta pick more and more.
Understandable. Like it's like
again,
it's a lot closer than the Batman thing. Like I'd say they're up, but I still got to give it to All the Things, man.
Okay.
I love both of them though.
Yeah, I love both. This next one. Another Maxwell. So this one's for Maxwell. And well, Jovi, he said this is one of these is his favorite R&B songs of all time.
Oh, I know which one.
Fortunate or This Woman's Work?
The Fortunate, I have a deeper connection to.
Fortunate.
It was one of the song I just remember, like, you know, as a toddler sitting in the back seat in your car seat when The Quiet Storm comes on, and like, you know, you go into McDonald's late at night, and so like when that song came on,
you're taking me through a night in 2001. That just sounds like a night in 2001.
Exactly. But like This Woman's Work, like I love the song, but for nostalgic purposes, and because I also love Fortunate, man, I gotta give it to Fortunate though.
Fortunate.
This Woman's Work, like I know Joe says This Woman's Work because of Love and Basketball. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because what's actually who put me? Never mind. That's also off the air.
Off the air. Okay, we'll ask you.
Yeah, but that's what put me on to not Joe. Put me on to This Woman's Work.
I had to look at the lyrics real quick because I'm not even gonna lie to you, I forgot.
All you gotta know is the
Yeah. No, I'm hip. It's been 50 years since I last listen to Maxwell.
Oh yeah, Chris, which one are you picking?
I'm gonna say Fortunate.
Well, I'm saying Fortunate too, man. Whenever I hear that falsetto, I'm like.
But I think This Woman's Work has a more iconic falsetto, though.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Yeah. That's true.
But because you never really, especially this one, you never really hear. I don't know. It just felt so unique to me, and especially with like was piano in the beginning, and like it's so simple, but just like magical. But like I can also say that not like as much with Fortunate, but Fortunate just hits me here.
Yeah.
So I gotta give it to
Fortunate to have you, girl. I'm so and he said I should sample that.
Really?
Yeah, fortunate to have you, girl. That he sampled that. Yeah. You see.
I really adore you.
Yeah, you said.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow. How did I think of that? That's crazy.
A fun fact, folks. Yeah, I have to agree. Fortunate when he plays that song, when we go to DC, moving on. We're all DBC heads here. Pick one: the Namek Saga or the Cell Saga.
Easy.
Then go.
Namek.
Chris.
Namek.
Damn, I'm saying Namek too.
See, because like I'm telling, like the Frieza Band, like that was I feel like the pinnacle of DBZ.
It was.
If they ended it right there, I would have been fine with that. I think
it was. I don't know if it was supposed to, and I feel like I know it could have ended with not ended, but I think Goku wasn't supposed to come back in the Majin Saga. Like Gohan's supposed to take the reins, especially the Cell Saga, to kind of pass down the torch. But I mean, I think fans hated it. So they brought Goku back in Majin Saga, but the Cell Saga was dope.
But now it's just a cool reminder of what could have been.
Huh?
I said now it's just a cruel reminder of what could have been.
It's just
like he was so strong. Grows up, gets so much weaker. Just like, he sucks.
But it's like I will say it. I feel like they took the Super Saiyan, like they just put on steroids at that point. Because now, in a Majin Saga, because now you got like Trunks and Goten going Super Saiyan in the Majin Saga. It's like, okay, like relax. But here you notice like, oh, there's another Super Saiyan. Oh, bet Vegeta can hit Super Saiyan. Oh, bet Gohan hit Super Saiyan. 2. There's a second one. Like, I will say that's dope. But for me, the Namek Saga, because I didn't watch as much Dragon Ball Z as much as I read it. So I remember for Christmas, and I always associate the two. I got my Claudia and I got our mom what's it called? As this is like 2007, right? 2008. As I Am by Alicia Keys, the album. And oh my gosh. Mary J. Blige album that came out the same year. Oh my god, I'm blanking.
Just Fine?
Just Fine. Or I think that was the title song.
Yeah.
But the album. And so anytime, but also my mom got me a bunch of like the Namek Saga manga books. And so I remember like just being in the car reading them or at home reading them while those two albums are playing. And so anytime I hear like just fine, 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 I just imagine just Frieza just but like I always like forever, I will forever associate the two. I think what's it? No, never mind. I was thinking about the video game, but that's I like Legacy of Goku.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. But then I'm thinking I never played the first one, but the second one kind of reminds me of the name only because like Frieza comes back to life.
Mm-hmm.
I think at that point I didn't know. It was like, oh, he died? What happened?
I also only played the second one. Was the first one released in the US?
Which one? What video game are you talking about? Legacy?
It was a Game Boy game. Legacy.
Yeah, they had a bunch of the Dragon Ball Z games for the game.
Yeah, because they had they had Legacy of Goku. At Legacy of Goku 2, which was like it was pretty much. I think in the very beginning, like Gohan is like studying, like, and then he gets the news that Frieza's back. Or no, I remember he had a dream that Frieza was back, and so he had to like fight like Frieza, and then like you find out it's a dream or whatnot. But then like he comes back, like Frieza's army comes back and all that, and then Trunks appears, and that's when like it starts with the Android and Cell saga. But what the hell was I saying?
You're just describing.
Okay, that reminded me of the Cell saga. I meant to say.
And then after that, I think it was like straight to Boo's Fury.
And that's pretty much. I never played that one, even though I saw the ads in like the magazine, like Nick magazine and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But
I was addicted.
Goku 3.
I was addicted.
Yeah. Yeah, the Namek Saga, like, I think Gerard, you nailed it on the point. The Namek Saga is like the climax. It's like, I felt like if the story of Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, it's about, and we kind of saw it with the Broly movie, it's like a coming of age. You know, like Goku's coming, it's like that, not to be blasphemous, well, it's not really blasphemous, but like the Jesus Christ story where like that one guy comes to avenge his people.
Yeah.
So, like, after that, it's like, where could they go? Oh, Android, Dr. Jerome.
It's like, what now?
What now, right? So, it's the androids, it's Dr. Jerome. Because, like, I'll say this. Android, the Cell Saga is, like, I bet you if we ask Germ or Jove, they probably saw Cell Saga. Because we saw so much cool stuff in the Cell Saga. But
they also terrified me, too. Like during the Android saga, they scared the hell out of me. Just like
John would say that because his favorite character was the young Gohan. So
who?
John. I thought his favorite character. I thought his favorite character was Cell.
Well, he likes Cell, but like he used to love Gohan during that Cell saga.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cell probably his favorite villain.
So okay, my only issue with the Cell saga, right? And it's a common thing with Dragon Ball Z, so like every Dragon Ball Z fan knows this. Goku dying. I hated that. I hated that because it's like the man's always dead.
No. He's either bedridden or like training. Because like if you think like
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, just hear me out. He dies from the Reddit shit, right? He comes back. The man nearly dies from Vegeta, right? Then goes straight to the Namek. Then he fights Frieza. And then
he almost dies because of like the Ginyu fight after this.
Okay, yep. You making my point. And then he died. Actually, when the episodes came out, they said he was dead. I remember they said he was dead. Like they were actually, so when they got the Dragon Balls to wish everybody back, Goku, I think Goku sent a message that he's on a different planet. He's gonna come back in a month.
Wait, hold on. After during the Sand Saga or after the Cell Saga?
After the planet blows up. After Namek blows up.
Oh, when he's on
when he's on Yardrat, yeah.
Yeah. But before that, I remember watching the series, they literally said he was dead. Like that was what they believed.
Well, yeah, because everybody thought he was dead.
Yeah.
So like as a viewer, I realized throughout this whole series, I'm wondering if this dude is alive or not. He's always dead or late to a fight.
That was one of the turning points, though, because like he probably was supposed to be dead originally, and then they wrote him back in as alive.
Because like same thing with the Cell Saga.
So like when he died again, like I wasn't even sad. I was just like, why is this man dying again? Because like the whole purpose of that saga initially was to save him from dying.
Yeah, but you also kind of got to blame it on that era of like shonen anime too. Like look at what's it called? Well, no, I can't even say Yu Yu Hakusho because like he died one time and then he stayed dead and then he became a demon.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, technically he came back alive, but he was still dead, but alive. But because his heart was beating, but he was. It was a whole thing, but
I think the Cell Saga is really like, apart from the Namek Saga, the most perfect saga. Like it's just I just didn't like Goku dying because it's like. I wish in the end that like instead of him being dead and helping Goku with the Kamehameha wave, maybe he was like weak on the floor, like after having been attacked by Cell, and then like he did a Kamehameha wave right behind him or something like as an assist. I hated the fact that he was dead, and then like I just hate.
I actually love that though, because like. He pretty much like even from beyond like the grave, I got you, my boy. Like I always and plus like after the Cell, like you thought like he was dead. Like I mean, unless you knew about the Majin Saga, because for me, I knew he wasn't dead. But like if you're like a reader and you're reading the manga, like when it comes out like each month, you think he's dead because you know he's dead. Just like in the Raditz, like. When you see him, like his body disappear, see him like in the other world. Oh, he's dead, and then like he can't die a second time, or he's gone for good. The like finale. So that's what made. I will say that's what made this Cell Saga epic. Just that the very end where he actually like the moment you see he decides to sacrifice himself, and like everyone's like, "Yo, what's up, Goku? What's going on? What's going on?" And he's already like. Pretty much just saying like
I couldn't while people think that was amazing as a kid I was like, again my nigga, how many times are you gonna die or like we think you're dead? I'm just like, and then the part that really gets me, right, they said they were trying to wish him back and he's like, hey Gohan, you're strong enough, I'm gonna stay up here, you could have a whole kid that you could take care of and a wife, and you want to stay.
But that's Goku, though.
That's another issue with the character. Just
he's like, he's so concerned about like training and being the strongest, and like when you're older, you at least for me, just started to realize like I think we talked about this, like how the American dub makes him seem like a superhero or like heroic versus Japanese dub where he is just a selfish like dude who just wants to fight strong people. They fixed it in Super, like it's more obvious now.
Yeah.
But,
Goku's very much a I want to do hood rat stuff with my friends type of guy.
Yeah.
Like
I had a whole argument with my brother, Dylan. Shout out to Dylan, about Goku being a hero, and like he's like, Goku's not a hero. He said from DBZ. I said, no, in Super, yeah, you can say that, but DBZ, he actually cared about protecting people, like especially Dragon Ball. Like that's all he did was try to save. I actually say he was smarter when he was in Dragon Ball.
Well, honestly, in Dragon Ball, that's because like that was like the whole like premise though, was him like saving people. But when you get to like Dragon Ball Z, it's not so. I mean, like, well, it's still like the raddest one. Like, yeah, he's gonna go save his son, of course.
Yeah,
he's gonna go protect his family. Yeah, he's gonna go protect his friends when Vegeta comes to kill them. But then you see like the selfishness when he's just like, nah, don't kill him. I want to fight him again.
Exactly.
But it started. I told my brother this. I said it started at that point. I could say like it really started actually like maybe later Dragon Ball, because like Dragon Ball, he kind of forgave Piccolo and wanted to fight him again.
And you know what? That's another thing. They made Piccolo speaking that weird alien language, and the Mechans speak English. Bro, I was so blown when they did that. Like, because like they're building up this whole Namek arc, and then you expecting like okay, so that's what they speak on Namek, right? They speak like me and you. It's like, hey, what's up, man? You hungry? We got some vegetables over here.
But it's one of those things where like, at least like when you start to realize, this. You think about first of all, like the origins of Dragon Ball itself, like based on like the Monkey King, like Son Goku, and like just the story, like Akira Toriyama, like Dragon Ball was more of like a comedy, and then it's like developed into fighting and whatnot, and like when especially like I think when Krillin died, like like it got real, so that's why,
right there, that's the climax. That's like to me the climax of Dragon Ball Z, because that was like
I'm talking about the first time he died.
When he got killed by one of Piccolo's men, right?
Yeah, by drum. I think it was a drummer. I think tambourine. It was tambourine.
It was tambourine.
And like that was actually kind of horrifying because like he snapped his neck and he's like this. And like you just see his face and he's just gone. And you see Goku like sitting there like crying, like I've lost my best friend. And like he's like legit. Like I think this is the first time you really see him like furious. Cause he'll get upset and mad at people. But like this is the first time you see this dude, like he's like 13 at this point. I think 13 or 15. 13. I think 13.
That was after the thing with Tien.
Yeah, so that was after the second tournament that they entered when I think he lost to Tien. He lost to Tien.
Yeah, he lost to Tien by like
it was like by hair.
Yeah, and then like stuck his foot into like the side of the arena or something.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's when you like when Dragon Ball really gets real and like they Piccolo and all this stuff in training. It just there's a tonal shift.
Yeah.
You kind of know this.
Like I think another reason why I picked Namek over like the Cell, like so much things happened within a certain period. You see Goku like his power level just keeps ascending. Vegeta's obviously kept ascending, and like you truly saw, I think. And this is why I kind of give Vegeta his flowers a little, because like you just clearly saw like the madness between like you saw him at like his like people tell me like the reason why I like Vegeta is because of the Namek Saga. Like you saw this guy that was like killing people, being who he was. Then towards the end, you kind of like, at the time I didn't because I didn't like him. But when he got his ass whooped by Frieza, there's like a sympathy because he actually cried. Right before, I think people missed that. He actually cried right before that happened.
And you see him like, but then no, when he died though, that was just, because I remember reading the panel and like you just see Frieza just like, and he just like, oh, and it was.
I'm sorry. When I was a kid, when I watched that, I was laughing because it was funny. It was the way, because he kept talking shit. You know how?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
It's like, shut up.
But
Chris, what's that joint? What's the joint? The parody joint.
Team 4-Star.
Team 4-Star. He kept like, you know how he kept repeating the Super Saiyan thing, and Frieza kept getting annoyed. He's like, he is finally ascended. Oh God, this again. He has finally ascended. He is a Super.
He is ascended to the Super Saiyan.
Yeah. So I mean, no, I agree. I think we all can agree that the Namek Saga beats out this.
Also, the style change, like slightly. Well, at least I know for Vegeta. If you look at like, I'm also like, if I'm reading it, you look at, what is it? It's volume 5 of DBZ, where like you like animation style or like design style changed, and like you see Vegeta, I don't know, you see like Scouter Vegeta has that look, and then by the end of the Namek Saga, you notice like his look kind of changes a little bit. It's a small thing, but it's something I've noticed, especially like, you know, like when you get to the Cell Saga, everyone's jacked out of their mind. Like how Vegeta was small, he couldn't even fill out his blue whatchamacallit long sleeve joint, and that joint was baggy on him. Like kind of like he was swimming in that joint in the Sand Saga. And then now Cell Saga, this dude like yoked, just walking around looking like this, and
to get my final thoughts. I remember when I saw there's a part where him and Bulma are arguing, and I think he was taking off that pink shirt.
Yeah.
And looked
yo.
I was like, yo. But yeah.
With the battle scars and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, but
hand me my cow, woman.
Vegeta's
he's my favorite character.
For me, I like the. I don't think I have a favorite character in Dragon Ball Z. I just, as far as the development, I always say Goku is my guy just because he's the guy in the show.
Guy. Yeah,
Go-to guy. And it felt like watching as a kid, he was like Michael Jordan or like the.
Exactly.
That's what he felt like, but you know. But yeah, that's our Dragon Ball Z assessment of kids.
Shout out to Ultra Ego Vegeta. I'm caught up.
Yeah, I was about to say, P, you've read that, so.
I talked to him about this last week. So.
Yeah, because I told him I just got to the last week I was at the part where they land on Planet Cereal and they're looking for granola. But like I'm reading this, I'm like, oh, like their fight was dope, but then they're fighting this one dude. I'm like, now I don't know. It just feels like typical DBZ where like legit in the same day, dude became strong, like just descended because of the Dragon Balls, and just like it just keeps on going. Like I don't know.
I'll tell you this. I have a theory for what's gonna. If you've caught up to where I think you have, I have a theory that I'm gonna tell you off air.
Okay, I'm on, was it 80, 81? So I'm all like, yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that's it for the show. We had Gerard come back and, you know, give us a dope intro.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, but you can find us on YouTube 3:15 Eastern Time PM on Mondays. Yes. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. We need engagement, people. We'll be on every podcast platform at 12 midnight on the dot on all services. So listen to us there.
Most services.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're on all of them, but most of them.
Okay. Yeah. Rate us on Apple. Give us a review on any of them that you can, just to let us know how you feel. Out of the bird.
5 stars or 5 stars. That's it. There's no in between.
It's only those two. I'm sorry.
5 stars or 5. $5 foot long.
Out of the Berg, we could be found on IG on Out of the Berg Pod on Twitter. My personal is at Kofi Pita, KOFIPITA, and Pita Kofi on Twitter. Chris?
You can catch me on Twitter at BigChris_57, and you can catch me on IG at Everybody Loves Chris.
Geronimo!
You can find me at Geronimo B28, or sorry, let me say it. Geronimo B28 on Instagram. I'm on Pinterest, not like that, but I literally just pick stuff and find what I like. If you're interested in, I don't know, anything, look it up. I don't really care. It's just for me. If you're cool with it, cool. Have fun with it.
Yes, like I always say, we love you. Stay black. Stay woke.
Stay away from pumpkins.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Out of the Berg podcast. We're available on all podcasting platforms, and we ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever we release a new video. And as always, we like you, we love you, but we gotta go. Bye.